Your brain keeps learning while you sleep. Not a little, a lot. And most English learners have no idea this is happening or how to use it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to learn English while you sleep, step by step, with real science behind every single word. But first, let me ask you something honest. How long have you been studying English? 1 year, 5 years, maybe 10? And do you still feel like something is missing? Like the words are there, but the fluency isn't? Like you understand English, but the moment you open your mouth, something locks. I know that feeling. And I want to tell you, it's not your fault. You were never taught how your brain actually learns language. Because here's what nobody tells you. Your brain does not stop when you sleep. It processes. It stores. It builds connections between the sounds it heard during the day. In 2012, researchers in Switzerland proved this. They taught people new foreign words. Then while those people slept, they played the same words softly through speakers. The next morning, the people who listened during sleep remembered significantly more than the people who slept in silence. That's not a trick. That's your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. And today, you're going to learn how to use that. 10 steps. Simple enough to start tonight. Powerful enough to change everything. Stay with me, because the step most people skip is the one that makes all the others work. Step 1. Prepare your mind before you sleep. Most people think sleep learning means press play and close your eyes. It doesn't work like that, and that's why most people give up after a week. Your brain learns better when it feels calm, focused, open. If you go to bed stressed, scrolling your phone, full of noise and worries, the English audio won't reach deep into your memory. It will just float past. So here's what to do instead. Lie down. Turn off the lights. Take 3 slow breaths. Then say quietly to yourself, I am calm. I am open. My brain is listening. My brain is learning. This sounds simple, but those sentences are signals. You are telling your subconscious mind, now is the time to absorb. Think about a woman named Fatima. She works long shifts at a hospital. She's exhausted every night. She tried sleep learning for 2 weeks and felt nothing change. Then one night she did this. She breathed slowly. She said to herself, even if I'm tired, my brain is still learning. I am open to English. I am improving. The next morning, she heard a phrase on YouTube. A phrase she had heard in her sleep. And something was different. She remembered it. Not because the audio was better, because she had prepared her brain to receive it. Skip this step, and everything else becomes weaker. Do this step, and everything else works harder for you. Step 2. Use simple and repetitive audio. Not movies, not grammar lectures, not long podcasts. Here's why. While you sleep, your brain cannot process complex structures. It needs short, clear, repeating sounds. Like music. Think about it this way. Which is easier for a sleeping brain to absorb? Option A. According to the rule of subject-verb agreement, third-person singular subjects must end with an S unless... Or option B. He works, she cooks. He works, she cooks. He works, she cooks. Option B. Every time. Because it's simple, repetitive, and familiar. And your brain loves familiar. So what should you actually play? Short daily conversations. Simple sentence loops. English phrases repeated slowly and clearly. Find or create a 10 to 20 minute audio file. Slow pace. Calm voice. Same phrases repeating every few minutes. And here's the part most people ignore. Play the same audio every night for 30 days. Not a new one each night, the same one, over and over. Step 3. Set the volume low, like a whisper, not a lesson. You might think, I just need to hear it, right? Louder is better. Wrong. If the volume is too loud, your brain feels danger. Even while sleeping, your brain is designed to protect you. Loud sounds activate your fight or flight response. And a brain in protection mode is not a brain in learning mode. But when the audio is soft and calm and gentle, your brain feels safe, and a safe brain is a learning brain. The volume should feel like someone reading to you quietly in the dark, not a teacher, a friend. Step 4. Keep your audio between 10 and 30 minutes, not hours. More is not better. Your brain during sleep learns like a child hearing a lullaby. Through rhythm, through repetition, not through long lectures. If your audio is too long, your brain hears too many topics without repetition, and in the end, it forgets everything. Think about Lucia from Brazil. She struggled with English for 7 years. Every night, she played 2-hour YouTube videos while sleeping. After a month, she remembered nothing. Not one clear sentence, she told us. It felt like pouring water into a leaking bucket. Then she tried one 15-minute audio. Just simple daily sentences. Where are you from? What time is it? I need some water. Same audio. 10 nights in a row. On day 10, a tourist in her city asked her for directions. Lucia answered without hesitation. No fear, no freezing. Her first real English conversation. Not from 2 hours of content, from 15 minutes. Repeated. Short audio. Long commitment. Real results. Step 5. Repeat the same audio for 30 days without changing it. This is the step most people get wrong. They change the audio every night. They think more variety means more learning. But that is a disaster for your brain. Think about your favorite song. How did you memorize every word? Did you study the lyrics? Did you take notes? Of course not. You heard it again and again. In the car, in your room, through your earphones, on a walk. You didn't plan to memorize it. One day you just realized you knew every single word. That's repetition. That's what you need to do with English. Choose one simple audio. Play it every night for 30 days. By day 10, your brain will start predicting the next sentence. By day 20, you'll mouth the words before they're spoken. By day 30, that audio lives inside you, just like your favorite song. Step 6. Listen again for 5 minutes the moment you wake up. Right after sleep, your brain is in what scientists call the alpha state. Soft, relaxed, wide open. It is the most absorbent your brain will be all day. And most people waste it. They grab their phone. They scroll. They fill their mind with noise and stress. Instead, press play on the same audio from the night before. Just 5 minutes. While you make tea. While you brush your teeth. While you get dressed. Those 5 minutes send a signal to your brain. This is real. This matters. Don't forget it. And your brain listens. Step 7. Say out loud what you heard. Even if it feels silly. You can listen to 100 hours of English. You can sleep with audio every night for months. But if you never open your mouth, your fluency will never start. Because fluency doesn't live only in your memory. It lives in your muscles, your lips, your tongue, your breath, your sound. Every morning after listening, say one sentence out loud. Don't whisper. Speak it clearly. Repeat it 5 to 10 times. Then add your own. Would you like some coffee? Yes, please. I love coffee. That tiny moment wakes up your voice. And your voice is what fluency is actually made of. Step 8. Write down 1 or 2 sentences you remember, even if it's only a few words. Writing is the final connection between what you heard, what you said, and what you remember. When you write something by hand, a part of your brain called the reticular activating system activates. It makes a decision. This is important. Store it. Keep a small notebook beside your bed. Every morning, write 1 sentence from the audio. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about grammar. Just write. After 30 days, you'll have a notebook full of real English sentences, built by your sleeping brain and organized by your morning focus. Step 9. Use sleep affirmations to change what you believe about yourself. Here's something most English teachers never tell you. Your beliefs are stronger than your vocabulary. Your thoughts shape your fluency more than your grammar ever will. If you quietly tell yourself, "I'm not good at English. My accent is bad. I'll never be fluent," your brain will make that true. But when you listen while sleeping to phrases like, "I speak English with calm and confidence. My voice in English matters. Mistakes don't stop me, they teach me," your subconscious accepts them without argument, without resistance. And slowly your brain starts acting like they are true. Because they are. Step 10. Combine sleep learning with real-life practice. Sleep learning is powerful, but it is not magic. It is a support system, not a complete system. Night is your foundation. Day must be your practice ground. Build one simple rule. If I sleep listen for 20 minutes, I will speak English for 2 to 5 minutes today. Talk about your morning, your coffee, your mood, anything, in English, out loud. Fluency is like a seed. The roots grow underground long before you see the flower. Sleep learning is the same. You might not notice the changes at first, but your brain is adjusting. Your ears are sharpening. Your mouth is preparing. And then one day, a sentence just comes out, naturally, without thinking. But that moment only comes if you stay long enough to reach it. Don't quit on day 6. Your breakthrough might be on day 7, or day 14, or day 21. But it is coming if you stay. So tonight, lie down, breathe slowly, press play. And remember, even while you rest, your brain is working. Your future is listening. If this helped you, leave a comment right now that says, "I'm starting tonight," so others know they're not alone. And subscribe, because every week I give you real, powerful, honest English lessons that actually work. I'll see you in the next one.